Hi, Janelle here with Sheep Hill Herbs. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. Happy to have you here today. Have my rosemary here today. This was a very little baby this winter, or this fall when I brought it in for the winter. So it's trying to grow. It's reaching towards the sun on my porch and will look much better once it goes outside. So before we get started, if you could like, subscribe, hit the bell button, comment, let me know your favorite herb. Check out my description down below, which is my link tree and links to everything that is me, including my newsletter. You can sign up for my newsletter, ask for my free ebook on making herbal tea, and check out my other links. I have my link to Mount Rose Herb, your best place to get bulk herbs. Okay, so talking about rosemary, and I have these wonderful Anima Mundi cards. No link for it, have to look yourself. And rosemary has been on my mind lately. Rosemary refers to ancient memory and ancestors. So I want to share with you some spiritual, emotional messages about rosemary. So we often hear the physical benefits. Rosemary is good for digestion. It can be a heart herb. It can actually even be a respiratory herb. So rosemary means remembrance. Like I said, ancestors. It is the herb of our ancestors. It can mean a recollection or loyalty to a vision. Rosemary has been used medicinally dating back to the ancient Greeks and Romans in 500 BC. Dried sprigs of rosemary even showed up in Egyptian tombs as early as 3000 BC. The ancient shrubs, which had a the ancients were well acquainted with this hardy shrub, and this would be a shrub in the appropriate climate. Let's say southwestern United States, you can grow a shrub of rosemary. The Mediterranean, the rosemary plant likes warm weather all year round, slightly moist, spritzed leaves. So if you were near the sea, having sea air, it likes, obviously needs water, but not too wet. It's not like a water-loving plant. It is good, well-drained soil. So if it were a shrub, and it can be a shrub, it has a reputation for strengthening the mind and memory. So it can be an addition to some herbal blends with like gotu kola or ginkgo for the mind, or just by itself as rosemary tea. It became a symbol of fidelity for new lovers during wedding ceremonies and was used in religious rites and at funerals. During weddings, it was entwined in the wreath worn by the bride and dipped in scented water to bless the union as a symbol of the sacred moment and eternal loyalty. Even today, rosemary is used to improve memory. Legend has it that the Virgin Mary, Mother of Jesus, fled from Egypt, sheltered next to a rosemary bush. She threw her cape onto the bush and the white flowers turned blue. And if you see my other rosemary video by typing in Sheep Hill Herbs rosemary, I have a rosemary plant from a few years back and the flowers bloomed and they were blue, and it was the only time I ever had a flowering rosemary. Since then, this precious herb has been called Rose of Mary. Rosemary embodies this holy connection, the mind of the ego to the superego and the higher mind. This specific rosemary art card here, this beautiful card, Virgin Mary, is signifying that you have some past feelings and emotions resurfacing from deep within. You may find yourself remembering and assessing ancestral memory that resides in your DNA. So we can access memories of the past. Our dreams can give us good guidance and information at times. Getting still and quiet, talking to relatives, hearing the stories, hearing the patterns, We are a sum of this ancestral lineage that has arrived here at this time where you are born. So knowing where we come from is really important in seeing the patterns of our health and wellness. And often when I work with people and they have a family illness, it is embedded not only in the code, but also in their minds and in their words and in their speech. So we have good things we receive, and we also have things we want to remove or change or reprogram. Rosemary assists us in a healing through multidimensional sight, reminding us to use the power of vision to see beyond the contracts of everyday life. Don't disassociate or get consumed by the veil that broadcasts emotional imbalance. Rosemary can be a guiding light to see beyond the veil of confusion and stay committed to the vision that moves you. So, not to make that too esoteric, what I'm saying is have a cup of rosemary tea. Sit for a moment. Allow the aroma to enter your mind and your senses. Take from the rosemary the benefits that Take from rosemary the benefits of bringing oxygen to the brain. Maybe feel into your heart space. Feel anything that comes up emotionally. Maybe you access some memories, some ancestral memories. Maybe you even have memories of rosemary in recipes or with grandmothers or aunts or relatives. So think about rosemary as the plants. We can look at them as a sacred moment. Cacao. Even our simple everyday herbs like cacao, we can take rosemary in that same sacred way. So let me know if you have rosemary growing at home, if you're cooking with rosemary or drinking rosemary tea, and come back again soon.